It is Sleep Awareness Week, and today we have Dr. Abdul Basit here with us to talk about sleep hygiene and how to get the rest we need for healthy living. So thanks so much for joining us, Doctor.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so could you tell us more about what sleep hygiene entails?
Yeah, sleep hygiene basically addresses the issue of how much sleep one individual needs. We are talking mostly about adults, and the American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends all adults in the country try to get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So sleep hygiene starts with the fundamental idea that adequate sleep is an essential part of our life and much needed, because during the sleep we get to repair our body, brain and muscles and the rest of the body from all the rigors of the previous day. So sleep hygiene tries to reinforce that point that we need to give sleep enough time during our schedule and not try to undercut it and reduce the hours and then pay for it the next day by feeling sleepy and tired. So one rule that, it's a long discussion, but one rule that I always tell my patients is going to be the following: maintain a regular sleep-wake schedule. Do not alter it over the weekends, holidays, or other reasons, because our mind is very finely tuned, and if we keep changing the bedtime routine, the waking up time, then the whole system falls out of sync. Our body relies on rhythms, that is internal clock, internal rhythms that are heavily affected by light and other influences that come from the atmosphere and the environment back to us. So if we don't sync those two, we are not going to get the benefit that sleep will get you.
Well, what changes can maybe people make to create the best sleeping setting?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I see in my practice is the invasion of our bedrooms with technology. And that includes smart devices, smartphones, iPhones, iPads, which emit a very strong blue light, which is very short wavelength light, but very high energy. Sun is the biggest source of blue light, and during the daytime, that's wonderful. That keeps our brain awake and going and fully energized. But when it comes to late at night, that blue light confuses our brain and does not allow it to sleep in time for a good night's sleep. So one thing that we must address will be not having exposure to smart devices at least 1 hour before bedtime. Second, the environment inside the bedroom has to be dark, not have a lot of noise, and the temperature has to be very comfortable according to the weather and what is good for you at that time. So very hot temperature doesn't allow the body to cool down so that sleep is induced, and it cannot be very cold that you wake up shivering. And external influences. Lot of our patients have pets, and they have dogs, cats that share the room and sometimes even share the bed. And that is very disturbing for our sleep.
Right. So if someone has tried improving their sleep habits but still struggles with restlessness or even fatigue, when should they seek medical advice?
So if you are relying on a lot of caffeine intake, Monster drinks, or other things to get through the day, in the after lunch, you are dozing off at the desk, then that means that something is not right. Now, sleep is not the only reason why those symptoms may arise. There are a lot of metabolic and medical reasons besides sleep. But since we are focusing on sleep, be aware of these signs, telltale signs that I mentioned.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more to be returned.